Hey guys, welcome to another episode. And in this episode, we're gonna just do a quick little tutorial on using an ND filter. And we have Killian here, who I just happened to find in the park. And tell me a little bit about what you guys are doing.
We are part of a group called Amp Guard. It's a live action role playing LARP. We're in the kingdom of Blackspire, and this park at Clackamas Park in Oregon is the barony of Dragon's Forge. And we're here basically playing sword tag. It's D&D, but live action.
Cool, that sounds fun. So, and the cool thing is that he has a really cool setup, so that's why I kind of wanted to maybe get a couple shots of him. One of the reasons that we use ND filters a lot is, especially when you're like in a park setting, there might be people around, there might be other structures. So by using an ND filter, you can shoot really shallow. By using an ND filter, you can shoot really shallow. So that way, no matter who's in the background or what's going on around you, you can go ahead and get really shallow depth of field, blur out the entire background. It's kind of like you're in a completely different spot and there's nobody around. So we're gonna get a few shots like that, see what they look like, and hopefully they'll be kind of cool. All right guys, so we're gonna be shooting this with the Sony a7R II and just a generic adapter, a dumb adapter, because that way there's no autofocus or there's no communication. Manual lens anyway, so it doesn't really matter. 55 millimeter, 1.2, and we're gonna be shooting it at 1.2 to try and get some unique kind of looking shots. But it's a fun lens and works great, especially with this camera. So the filter that I'm using is the Hoya Pro ND64, which this is a 6-stop filter. One of the things I do is I get it in the biggest filter size of the lens I have. So in this case, it's a 77 millimeter. And then I just get these rings to step it down or step it up. So that way I can use it on a whole bunch of different other lenses that I have. So that way I'm not having to buy the same filter over and over again. I can just use the same one, just have these rings that just fit right onto it. So they also make these Hoya variable density filters, which as you can see, just by twisting it this way, you can change how much light goes in and out. The only thing with these, they're great, but a lot of times with digital sensors, there'll be kind of some weird blotching on it and stuff. So I don't use it all that often unless I'm using it with a crop sensor or a film camera. Then it works fantastic. So the variable ones work great because then you can just kind of dial it in, and it's pretty amazing. But like I said, it creates some weird optical distortions. So I don't always use it. I prefer just the solid glass. All right guys, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna first shoot a shot without the ND filter at the settings that you would normally shoot. So your sync speed on a strobe might be like 1/60th of a second, 200 or 2/50th. So we're gonna shoot that, see what it looks like. And as you can tell, everything is completely blown out. There's no detail in everything. This is where the ND filter comes in handy, where we can shoot at 1.2 and still get that nice shallow depth of field. So along the same lines, we're gonna grab some a little bit closer. And again, you'll notice the background's gonna be completely out of the way. Look right here. Tilt your head just a little bit this way. And what I want you to do from the waist, just kind of bend forward just a little bit, right there. Good, nice. Turn this way just a little bit, so I can get some of that, a little bit more, good, right there. All right guys, so quick and simple, just a quick use of where an ND filter might come in handy. You know, I'm a fan of shooting shallow. It's fun, it kind of really focuses the viewer's attention on the subject or what you're trying to highlight. That's just, you know, one of the main uses that I find is when you're in bright daylight, bright sunlight especially, it really comes in handy, and you're able to get really cool shots that you couldn't get otherwise, because your camera always wants to be like f8 or beyond to get the shot. So just a quick tip, follow us, subscribe to us, and I'll see you guys next time.